My name is Ugochi Vivian Uka. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for coming. And I hope you will love my content. Please check out all my playlists. There are lots of videos there. And please subscribe. And if it's not your first time here, thank you for coming back. I hope you subscribed. If you haven't, please do so. Thank you. Thank you. So in my last YouTube video, I talked about things that I miss during the pandemic. Yeah, and so today I want to talk about things that I don't actually miss during this pandemic. So I mean things that used to happen before the pandemic and now they don't happen as often or they don't happen at all anymore. So yeah, let's get into it. Number one, I do not miss people being in my personal space. I don't like it. Like, I've always been somebody who likes to maintain space, even in the shops, in the stores, in the airports. Way before this pandemic, I just don't like people coming so close to me. I've always been someone that I'll sit in the metro or in the bus anywhere, and if someone sits next to me, I would like shift a little bit so that there will be some space in between me and the person, just a bit of space, especially if I don't know you, right? But I used to notice back then before the pandemic, you shift, the person will balance more. They won't shift next to you. I'm like, are you not aware of your surroundings? Like, how can your body be touching somebody else's, but you don't know this person from anywhere, and you don't care that your body is touching theirs? Like, you're standing, even during the pandemic, actually, I remember at the beginning, before people started getting a bit used to maintaining social distance. Then, like, you go to the stores, the government has said maintain social distance, yet people will still want to enter your body. I used to, at some point I had to start telling people, please move back, please shift, please stand on the mark, please stand there, because even the stores had put marks on the floors, but no, people still want to enter your body. And then when you now tell them, say, oh sorry, they'll shift, next thing they're up next to you again. Oh, it's so annoying. And I think I'm beginning to see another trend again now happening. I think as people are getting vaccinated, a lot of people where I am have gotten their first dose. I think people are becoming more careless. They're really not paying attention. I see them still coming next to me in the store, and I keep eyeing them, but I don't think they're getting the message. So maybe I have to keep telling them to move back. But yeah, that's definitely one thing I don't miss. And still on the physical space, you know how when you want to give somebody something, maybe keys or even pen, right? There's enough space, you give them so that your hand doesn't touch their hand, like there's the distance. But no, people will still hold your hand, touch your hand to collect the key, the pen, whatever it is that you're giving them. Why? People, please try to keep a distance, physical distance, spiritual distance. Keep a distance from people, please. If it's important, even when it's not during the pandemic, is important, please. Thank you. Okay. Now, the second thing I don't miss during this pandemic is flu. And it's not just me, I've heard a lot of people say that since this pandemic started, they've had less flu like symptoms. I don't know if it's because of the masks, I don't know if it's because of the fact that we are maintaining social distance, I don't know if it's because we're staying at home, whether because kids were not going to school as much as often. I don't know what it is, but a lot of people have had less flu since the pandemic started, myself included, by God's grace, thank God. But yeah, so I'm very happy about that. I think that health wise, apart from people who got the pandemic, I feel like health wise, a lot of people are quite healthier. So that's a good thing. Obviously, the pandemic is not a good thing. I'm just saying things I don't miss. So I don't miss flu. I don't miss getting cough, cold, infections, any of those sicknesses, and I'm happy and I thank God that I don't have those things. So yeah, I hope that those at least continue. Nothing I don't miss is the unsanitary, like lack of sanitary environment, like lack of sanitization around. Like once the pandemic started, people started cleaning more. The government made compulsory for them to clean the metro, the subway stations, the underground train stations more. Apartments were required to clean the common areas more, and so there's a lot of cleaning, and things are cleaner, smelling fresher. There's less bad smell outside. So I definitely don't miss the dirtiness that was there before the pandemic. I like the cleanness of the environment. And speaking of cleanness, I also like the fresh air. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but the air became much fresher. I guess because of fewer car rides, fewer population outside. The air is just, when you breathe, you know that you're breathing in oxygen. Unlike before, you don't know that you're breathing in carbon dioxide, you don't know what you're breathing in, like, but now the air is definitely cleaner. The environment is definitely cleaner, so I don't miss the dirt and all the nonsense that was there before the pandemic. Another thing I don't miss during this pandemic is commuting to work. You see all those travel where we had to enter bus, train, even walk to work. I did not know how much energy was taken from me until sometime end of last year. My laptop got bad, so I couldn't work from home and I had to go into the office. And I wasn't even driving, I was just entering a train. There's no traffic, just entering, coming out. And yet those few days that I spent doing that, I felt so tired and exhausted every time I came home. So you can imagine how much energy that commuting sucks from you, how much time as well that it takes from you just having to go from one place to another. And I don't miss that. Like I like the fact, the flexibility of working from home, the fact that you wake up, you do whatever you want to do, you gain some time. The time you'd have used to travel, you can use it to work out, you can use it to sleep a little bit more if you have to, you can use it to meditate, and then you start your work when you're supposed to, and you can even still be on time. So that's one thing that I don't miss during this pandemic, the commuting time. Another thing I don't miss during this pandemic is unnecessary social expenditure. I don't think people realize that being social sometimes is expensive. You go out, you have to take a drink, you have to take coffee, you have to take tea, you have to eat food, you're spending money, you go for shopping with friends, you end up buying some things that you don't need, that you didn't plan to buy. But now, as you're staying at home, aren't you saving money? No, tell me, really, are you not saving money as you're staying at home? Like, I don't know about you, but for me, and I know a lot of people are as well, because when I look at the housing market, people are just buying houses anyhow. But yeah, I think that it's been cost limiting, it's been saving, it's been economically wise, profitable to not be going out every time unnecessarily and spending money outside. So I hope that after the pandemic is over, even when we are going out, we will go out with sense. When we are spending money, we'll use our head before we spend money, and we can actually save money for other things that are much more important. Another thing I don't miss is the overly structured timing of things, how we had to go to somewhere, how we had to start things. Now, so for example, what I mean is, when we used to go to the office, sometimes if I wanted to stay at the office a little longer and work, I could, and I used to do that sometimes. But when the office was empty, you feel like you're the only person there. You're like, oh, I'm the only one here, and then maybe you might want to start going home. But now, if you're working from home, if you need to do an extra work, you just do your extra work at home. You don't feel any pressure to stop working unless you're tired and you need to stop working. Same for starting work. Like, you start work, I mean, you can still start work at the time you're supposed to start work, but my place and a lot of places are flexible, so you can start work a little earlier, a little bit later, and work to make up the hours. So it's good. Like, I don't miss the overly structured work period, or any, or even church as well. Like, now you join online service, so you play it when you want to play it, versus like having to go to be in church at a particular time. So those are some good things, I guess. And yes, those are the things that I don't miss during the pandemic. How about you? What don't you miss? What did you not like before the pandemic? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you haven't, and please take care of yourself, and if you can, try to get vaccinated, try to stay safe. Until next time, thanks again. God bless. Bye.